Hello again. All right, guys, we are on day 4, and I'm so glad that you guys are hanging in there because that means that you're really interested in this and that maybe it's something that you're looking for. Maybe you just want the camaraderie. I can't even talk. Or we're such a great group of people. I mean, hey, I'm gonna go out there and say we are, because everybody that you talk to at Beachbody is so inspiring, and everybody will help you. So what I want to talk about today is so many people say, again, I have no time. I don't have any time to make any extra money or get in shape. You're crazy. I have no money. I have no extra money to spend on a fitness program. You're crazy. The truth of the matter is everybody has time. Everybody has time. When you tell me you don't have any time to make money or time to get healthy, I say BS. And I'm going to call you on it because I was, again, a working mom, 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, 3 kids at home, all under the age of 13, and all my kids are 4 years apart. A husband at home. I had a home to take care of, blah, 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 blah. And I still found it on my schedule. I took a calendar. I know what a calendar looks like. Took a calendar. Wrote in when I can do an hour here, an hour there, an hour here, an hour there, and made it happen. And what happened? Within 18 months, I retired from that 10-hour-a-day job and got to stay home with my kids ever since. And that was 9 years ago. So if you want it bad enough, you will find the time. How many times do I find someone sitting on the sofa? I'm a movie watcher, okay? I will be like, oh, I gotta post something, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have the time. Guess what? I just sat and watched 4 movies. I had the time. I just didn't do it. I got lazy. There are days I get lazy too. Again, I'm not perfect. We have time. We just have to find it in our schedule. We have to, when you buy a schedule, I buy a book and it's like a schedule and I write everything down. When I have a phone call, when I'm doing something, my kids, I have appointments. My girls are old enough now, but I still have my son. He's got, he still has to go to the orthodontist. He still has, band practice and, I got to get him to school and all this other stuff. So I'm still a mom. I'm still taking him to all these places and doing these things for my kids. And I do stuff for my husband all the time. And I have a huge house and I do not have a housekeeper. Some people know me. My house is very, very large and I don't have a housekeeper and it's hard. And I've been like, I have to find time to cook, clean, take care of take care of the laundry. My daughters, I make them do a lot of stuff by themselves. Don't get me wrong, but I have time. I have time to do things, and so do you. Even if you're working 8, 9, 10 hours a day, you have time. So what you do, you have a DVR, you have a recorder, you have a favorite show, DVR it. Watch it later. Watch it when you're laying in bed, ready to go to bed. You've got to take the kids to a soccer game. Okay, you want to watch your kids play soccer, but if it's soccer practice, guess what I do? I pull out my iPhone. I start writing my emails and my texts and reading my Facebook, and I'm like, well, I don't need to watch practice, honestly. I just need to sit there and I can work while my son's at practice. I can drop him off. He's a big boy now. I can drop him off, come home, go back and pick him up. I can spend that hour that he's at practice working. I don't have to do 10 hours a day to make this business happen, and neither do you. If you can find a half hour here, an hour there, whatever it is, once you put the kids down, a lot of you have little kids. Like I said, my son was only 6 years old when I started this, so he was just starting, in kindergarten and everything. So, once I put him to bed, I came down, sat at my computer, and I said, okay, I got to put in an hour. I got to learn something, I got to post something. And when we started this, Facebook didn't exist. Okay. So I wasn't on Facebook all the time like I am now. Facebook wasn't there. We had MySpace and we didn't have Twitter accounts and we didn't have social media. Guess what I was doing? The old phone call. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And that takes a lot more time because when you get on a phone call with somebody, you can talk for hours. And people that know me, I can talk for hours and hours and hours. And they know that. And I talk very, very fast. And I hope that I'm not talking too fast right now. But you know, to find the time will find you the money to do the things that you need to do. So find the time. You have the time. You just have to put it in your schedule and make it happen. So tomorrow is our last day, and I really want to thank you guys for hanging in there. Don't miss tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to go over how you're going to make the money, all right? So I will see you guys tomorrow.